Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Double G here. This is episode 6 of the series that we're doing on the Elm Creek map. So in the last episode, we did a mowing contract in field 18. It wasn't for silage this time, it was to mow, tedder, and bale hay. So we did that. We didn't do much in our farm because there's just not much to do right now. Our barley is looking good. We have some small weeds. We could use a weeder. I think I'm going to get a sprayer and do it a little later in the season because I'm not sure if you get rid of the weeds early if they can come back. Also, we're coming up on time to sell our straw bales, so I've loaded those in the pickup truck just before we started the episode. This barley field is in pretty much the same condition as the other. They're only 50% fertilized, so we could go ahead and do that this episode just to make sure I don't forget. Back here, whoever owns this field has harvested their sugar beets. This is one of our grass fields, and it is also 50% fertilized. And this is the field where I messed up, forgot to switch the seed. So we're 50% barley, medium weeds, and we are 50% fertilized on the grass. So a weeder, I think a weeder can get small weeds, a hoe can get medium weeds, and you have to use a sprayer with herbicide for large weeds. So I think I'm just going to spray all of it. And we'll give it another month or two before we do that. But you have to do it before it's ready to harvest, just like with the second application of fertilizer. So we have the spreader and we have fertilizer, so I think it's worth going ahead and doing that. We'll jump into Massey Ferguson. And grab our spreader. Ooh, wrong way. Our spreader's at an odd angle. There you go. We're close enough though. Alright. And we can fertilize. This won't take too long at all with this spreader. So I'll be able to do these front fields in one pass if I'm directly in the middle. So I think we're probably good. Set our width to the maximum, 42, and give it a go. I think we should be good. Yeah, it's easy to forget to put on the second application of fertilizer, so I generally try to do it at the first possible moment that I can. I'll fertilize before I sow or plant, and then I'll fertilize in the first or second growth stage just to get it out of the way. And I think that should have gotten it all. Check the map. And we'll go to, yep, it's good. So we'll do 44, 47, and 48 will take a loop, and then there's probably a little patch in this area that we need to go over. So, on with it. Fertilizing's a quick job. Fertilizing contracts are okay too, except for the fact you always have to consider that you'll have to buy the fertilizer to do it. But we could do fertilizing contracts with our equipment, which saves a little money, and with this incredible width. You know, it's not the best, but for what it is, it does a really good job. I still want to get rid of that tree, but I'll have to have a trailer. Or maybe we could cut the tree down and do it in very small pieces that we can just load in the truck and take a couple trips, but it's definitely aggravating. This one, this will take no time. And then on to the backfields. 47, 48. I'm curious as to what will be planted in field 49 because that's the next logical purchase. 49 being the small little field around the corner. That's the next logical purchase for us to kind of complete this block of fields around the farmhouse. We could even plow all of them into one field if we owned them all. Let's see if we can get the corner without too much overspray. Oh, nope, it was too much overspray. Oh well, free fertilizer for the neighbor. You want to try and get your swing radius so that you cover your corner without wasting too much, more like that. The old cornfield off to the left, that would have been a nice contract to harvest. It'd be a nice field to own, to be quite honest. That's about the biggest field we could, well, the biggest field I would want to do with the size equipment we have. Start getting much bigger than that, or even having multiple fields that size, and everything just starts to take forever. All right, should be good except for this little triangle up here. We can narrow up our spread, our width, and we should be able to get it no problem. So that's that. One more check of the map, make sure we didn't miss anything. We got a couple little dots in 48, not concerned. This strip is the unplanted strip. Looks like I did miss the outside edge of 44. We can fix that. Go ahead and take it down to its narrowest, and we'll just spread some fertilizer over the end. I must have just hit the switch a little too soon to turn it off. Not a problem. You got to go through there anyway. It's just, yeah, you can see on the ground. Or was it the grass that it was showing? Could have been. Oh, got it now. So I've had a thought. We have 3 tractors. And I don't know that we've used all 3 tractors simultaneously. So I'm thinking, rather than sitting here and doing contracts for the next 2 months, I'm thinking we're going to sell a tractor to fund our chicken coop. So they're all pretty equal in terms of horsepower. I think 170 is the lowest, 190 is the highest. They're all relatively the same speed. One of them does only do 20 miles an hour. The other 2 do 25, I think. So let's take a look at the page of what we own. No, that's leased. This is us. Medium tractors. So this is the biggest one, 190. It's also the slowest one at 21. I don't want to get rid of the Massey Ferguson. I like that tractor a lot. Then there's the smaller John Deere. Yeah, we're definitely going to get rid of a John Deere. I think I want to sell the 4755. And we still have a 170 and 175. And if we need a third tractor, we can lease it. But if we're going to have 3, the third one needs to be higher powered. So, yeah, I'm going to sell the 4755. So let's get in that bad boy and head to the store. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Massey Ferguson and drive it to the store. And you'll find out why in just a second. So we're going to start a job. I want you to go to the store. All right. And it's off. And we're getting the 4755. We will keep the weight. There's no reason to sell the weight. It can come in handy with the other two tractors. But I'm also taking this Welger trailer, which we all know I'm not a fan of. We're going to sell it as well and get a different tipper trailer. Oh. One that's not on a dolly hitch and maybe with a little more capacity. So we'll head to the store and we'll see you when we get there. Alright, we're at the store and we're just going to jump here in the sell point. There we go. Go into the options. Am I not close enough? There you go. We will repaint and repair. And we'll get $95, $135 for the tractor. Sell. Same thing for the trailer, no repair, we'll repaint. Find that you typically get your money back plus a little for repairing and painting things before you sell them. So we'll sell that. All right, and we are at $157,661. So let's look at the store page, new trailers. Trailers. This is the trailer we had, 8 cubic meters, will haul pretty much everything. There's this Crampy 12.1, will also haul just about everything, but then there's this Claas, which is 12.6 configured without the extension, and 22.5 if you configure it with the extension, that will also haul everything, and it's almost half of the Crampy. Actually, it's less than half. So this is the trailer we're going to go for. And I won't configure it with the extension yet because I don't think we need it. Wheel brand. BKTs are always nice. Michelins are good. Let's go with the BKTs. Wheel setup. Wide, standard. We'll just go with standard. Chassis color is good. Wonder what it would look like with a red chassis. Oh, it doesn't give you that option. Green or gray? We'll go gray. Alright, so we'll buy this one. And that is why I brought the Massey Ferguson. Which has made it here fine. I think we passed it on the way in. So not only do we have 50% more capacity, it's a straight solid hitch. So it'll make backing easier and for me just possible. And now we will head back to the farm, get ourselves some chickens. Coming in the second driveway, we're going ahead and park this in the dump spout for the silo because as soon as we have chickens, we're going to need food for the chickens. As a matter of fact, we can go on ahead and fill it with the wheat that we have. So I've read some things and done some research on the amount of food that chickens eat. So we can talk about that a little later once we get some chickens in the coop. So we'll just go to the store page and go to construction. And we'll go to animals and cows, horses, pigs, sheep, chickens. All right, and there's the, you can get a chicken pasture, they'll hold 30 chickens for $6,000. chicken coop for $79,000, but it'll hold 360 chickens. And you can feed them wheat, barley, and sorghum, which is why all of our fields that aren't grass are planted in barley. I was thinking of where to put this. I don't like this building here. I was going to get rid of it and put a chicken coop there, but I think instead I'm going to get rid of it and put a storage shed there. That would be a good place to store seed and fertilizer and things like that. These 3 fields next to the house, the small ones, I feel like are ultimately going to be yards. They're going to be storage or greenhouses or chicken coops. I like the idea of having the chicken coops close to the house because, I mean, after all, they're called yard birds. And I like this little field because I want to have 3 or 4 chicken coops when I'm, have all the chickens that I want. And I think I can fit, 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping all of the silo points and all of the spawn points close to one another, or at least in line. So this is going to be the chicken yard. I think ultimately it'll have 4 chicken coops. And I did plant barley in here. I'm going to wind up sacrificing some of that, but I'm okay with that. Plus I'll still be able to harvest the other 3/4 of the field. So I'm good with that. I think what I'm going to do is just line the fence up with the front of the yard and the spawn with of the field, and the spawn point with the edge of the field. And that should, leave me with room for another one back here and then 2 more over here. And I can still get to the spawn points. I may have to creep over a little when I do this one to make sure I have plenty of room between the spawn points and whatnot, but that's the plan for now, so that when we get our next one we can put it back here and then double it over here. So we have a chicken coop. I think I will do just a little bit of terrain editing. So go to landscaping and painting. So if we look here, I think the texture is dirt. Yep. So we'll fill in the areas with dirt just to make it look better. Make our brush size a little bigger. Should work. Oh, that works for me. We'll come over here. And is it middle? Yeah, rotates. Eventually we'll make it all dirt once we have all the chicken coops in, but for now we'll preserve the area that it has barley in it, so we can get to the spawn point, we can get to the fill point. All right, and I guess we need to buy some chickens. Animal dealer, chickens. So you can buy young chickens, baby chickens, but they're 0 months and it's 6 months before you start getting eggs. You can buy 6-month-old chickens, so you'll immediately start getting eggs. All I've read on the rooster is it's purely ornamental. I don't think you have to have a rooster to reproduce more chickens, so I think I'm going to go with 150 chickens. And we will test the theory, because we should have room for another 210 chickens. So we'll just take that down to 30. We did have to pay a transport fee, but that's okay. All right, so we have 150 chickens. Luckily, we have chicken food. That's part of my reasoning behind not just filling it up with chickens, because I'm curious as to the food consumption that we're going to be dealing with. So from what I've read, all I can find that of the 3 grains you can feed them, they eat it all at different rates. We'll have to do some testing, but I have seen that a chicken will consume 5 liters of barley per month, per chicken. So, and that also, from what I read, was the grain that they consume the least amount of. It's tough to say. Why is it flashing through so fast? There you go. So this is 3,500 liters of wheat. Is it full? Did something happen? Did I hit the silo? Maybe I did. Alright, so that's all of our wheat. So if we go to the animals tab now, we can see that we have 150 chickens. Looks like the capacity is maybe 7,500 liters, give or take. We have no eggs yet, clearly. Productivity is 0%. 0% health. So we'll give it a month and check on all of this stuff. So for now, I think we're ready to progress into December. But there is one other thing I wanted to do. When I was looking around in the chicken coops and the chickens, I noticed in the construction page, let's get over there, construction, and you go to animals, and it lists all the animals, and then it has others. So I clicked on others, and it's a doghouse. I don't need to spend $2,500 on a doghouse, but I want to spend $2,500 on a doghouse. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, what's a farm without a dog? So I'm going to put the dog house kind of out maybe in this back area behind the house, just to keep it out of the way. It's a good place for a dog house. So we will, oh, that's rotate the camera. Does that rotate? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It won't let me zoom in anymore. It looks like a good spot. Oh, and we get the dog too. Epic. Yes, let's go see our dog. Love dogs. I'd have 20 if I had the time and money. Oh, what kind of dog is that? Oh, you can pet him? Pet. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Who's a good boy? Or girl. Can't really tell. Alright, we'll go with boy. There's a tennis ball. Can I pick up the tennis ball? Oh, I can... Gulliver. Our dog's name is Gulliver? I like Gulliver. Gulliver works for me. Fill the bowl. Oh, yeah. Tasty dog food. Does Gulliver like the dog food? Gulliver does. Awesome. Alright. Apparently you can give the dog commands. You can. Yeah, looks like every time you pet him, he's going to roll over. Tennis ball. Pick up the tennis ball. No. Yep. Haha. Throw it. And he plays fetch. That's even better. We have a dog on the farm, and his name is Gulliver. I guess it's a random name generator. Alright, let's try it one more time. Throw the ball. Oh, it landed right back where it was at. He's going to pick it up and take off with it anyway. Just like a dog. Okay, that's enough of that. Looks like it wants to roll away though. Alright, put this over next to his doghouse. Can't play with the dog all day. I would, but I can't. Alright, that'll stay there. Good. Alright, so let's progress into December. There's not going to be a lot to do in December either. We can check the price for the straw bales, see if they're worth selling. I want to say that was December or January. Let's just check on our buddy real quick. Oh, definitely needs more food. Where'd he go? More food for the dog. And there he is. He must have been on the porch. Yeah. Alright. Dog's good to go. So let's check the price on our straw bales. So $141 at both dealers and going up. What's the fluctuation say? It says 147's the max based on last year. It looks like a pretty good hike from December to January. But aside from that, we're not going to be selling our sorghum because we need it for chicken food. Let's check on the chickens. So, oh, looks like we already have some eggs. We do. Maybe almost half a pallet. That's 3,100 liters. Okay, awesome. So at this rate, with 150 chickens, we're at about 3,000 liters a month, maybe? Although we were in the late part of last month when we got them, so we can look here. All right, so they ate about, well, that's about right, because I think it looks like they've consumed about 600 liters of food, and there's 150 of them. We don't have any new chickens yet. Or wait, do we? Nope, we're still at 150 total, okay. I think they'll be fine for food. I don't think we have anything else to do. I think what we'll do is progress into January and hopefully the straw price will be even higher. It's at 141 now. We'll see if the gamble pays off. And we're overnight. We're over 30 nights. Right where I left you. How about that? Need some food? You do need food. Something tells me this dog's always going to need food. Alright, got the, oh, see, now we've got big weeds. Plucky streak. Now that's a lot of Easter eggs. Maybe we've produced our first full pallet? Oh yeah, we have tall weeds everywhere. Oh yeah. There's one full pallet of eggs, plus a little. So in the month it will have produced 6 stacks on a pallet. Let's see if we have any more chickens. Is that right? Our chickens have doubled. We've doubled our chickens. So we have 150 at 8 months. And we have, is that right? 150 at 0 months. Yeah, we had doubled our chickens and now we have 150 baby chickens. Don't think our egg production will go up for 6 months. But those are chickens. They're free chickens. We didn't have to buy those chickens. All right. First things first, let's check the price on the straw. We were at 141. Now we're at 145. So it went up a few dollars. Not enough to really even count, but it's starting to go down, so it's time to sell. And luckily, we already have them in the pickup truck. So that will be a quick chore. All right, so we'll head over to the animal dealer and we'll see how much we can get for these bales. All right, so we're at the animal dealer. That's going to be pet. I think it's over around the corner. I'm guessing we're going to get about $2,300 or $2,400 for these bales. And it, oh, $2,542. Not so bad. Okay. The other thing that we've got to look at is the weeds in the field. They've progressed to being big weeds. The only way we can get rid of big weeds is with a sprayer and herbicide. So we'll zoom back to the farm. I love delivering in the truck though, because it's so fast it'll get you in trouble. Eventually we can upgrade the truck and get one with a flatbed on it. Maybe that can haul a fifth wheel trailer. Alright. And back to the farm. There's Gulliver. I don't know if you can rename a dog, but with a name like Gulliver, I really don't want to. It's a pretty cool name. So we'll pull it in. Looks like I'm right next to a post. There you go. Got freed up. Yeah, those are some serious weeds. So we'll get our Massey Ferguson. I feel ashamed that I left it outside for 2 months. It will survive though. We'll unhook the trailer. We'll have to go to the store and see what options we have for a sprayer. We won't have to skip through as many months and have so many short months as we progress, because we'll have more things to do. We'll have spring crops, winter crops. We'll be preparing, fields for planting in the spring. But we're just limited on our available space to plant. We have to make sure we preserve the cash to care for the crops that we have. We will be able to start selling chicken eggs soon. I mean, technically we could now, but I want to wait until we have a few pallets. We also don't have any way to transport them except in the back of the truck. We have no way to load them. They're too heavy to pick up by hand, I believe. I do have power tools installed, so I could use super strength, but that's not what I want to do. So it may mean a front loader for one of these tractors. So let's look in the store first of all for a sprayer. Check the used market. Potatoes, tipper trailer, slurry distributor. Okay, when we get cows or pigs. Do you get slurry from pigs? I know you get it from cows and you get manure from both. It's a cotton harvester, and that's all that's in the sale. So we'll look at a sprayer for the weeds. It's definitely something worth investing in if we can find one that's inexpensive. Sprayers. Nope. Sprayers. All right. There's a mega tank. That's an additional tank to increase the capacity of one of these, I would assume. So it's 34,500 for the small one. That's a 24 meter working width. It's 27 to 33, 27 to 33. They just get more and more expensive. So we're going to go with this one, and I really don't want to spend, 3/5 of my cash on a sprayer. I think we're just going to have to lease it this time. It's probably going to run us about $1,500. 17. Yeah, we'll lease this for today. And we need the weed killer. Guessing that's going to be liquid. Oh, it's almost as expensive as fertilizer. That's our only option. So 2,000 liters of that. Looks like we'll have some probably left around the farm unless it consumes like it does with lime. So we'll buy that. Definitely we'll have to invest in a sprayer at some point. It's just not in the budget at the moment. I mean, I guess we're kind of lucky to have the money to even lease it. That. Can we fill from here? We can. At least it's an adjustable width. That's nice. But it's a 24. Our sprayer's 42. Did that fill all the way up? It did. Oh, at 1,200 liter capacity. Let's really hope that it doesn't consume super fast. Looks like everybody's having a weed problem this time of year. Alright. Does have adjustable width. That's nice. The detail in these implements amazes me. Alright. Got so busy looking at it, I passed by my own field. We'll start at the other end, it's fine. Nobody's coming, we can go ahead and start unfolding it. Looks like it's pretty wide. Oh, knocked over my cone. Oh, wow. That seems wider than 24 to me. Because I feel like our fertilizer spreader can do 42 and it just barely gets this field. Or maybe that's just what I'm seeing when I fertilize. Oh boy, I think I just sprayed my dog. Looks like I'll be giving him a bath now. But the sprayer's definitely doing a good job. The weeds are withering. Alright. Should be a reasonably quick job. So I'm wondering when you reduce the width, does it fold in or does it just not put the spray out of the end nozzles? We're about to find out, because if that's 24, I'll probably only have about 15 left over. And that took 10%, so it doesn't consume super fast. But we do have more at the store if we need it, so. Let's see what happens when we reduce. Okay, so it's not going to fold anything up, which makes sense. So that's as close as I can get. Let's see where the spray starts. That's not going to work. Let's do it like that. For here at least. Then we can come down one. Oh, missed one little weed. Being so wasteful. Alright. And yeah, missed another one. It's alright, we can come back through. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to have any weeds left. I mean, if I had one errant weed sticking out, I wouldn't go buy more. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't go buy more herbicide because of it, but I would definitely use everything I had, make sure I had no weeds. Looks like on this one it was 10% per pass. Not horrible. This is going to get tricky with the chicken. I'm just going to have to use what I have to use. I have a bit of an idea. Wide load coming through. Am I going to have to fold it to get through here? Yep. Partially, at least. Get through. Oh, hit the tree. Yeah. That did not work as well as I'd planned. What we'll do is back up to the coop. Get back on full width. That will take care of that. Oh, I'm gonna hit the, yep. Didn't mean to turn it back on. Alright, we'll just do what it takes to get it. It's not consuming terribly bad. Oh, chicken coop. Trickier than it seems to try and... It's almost like inverse rear steer. Get it? Yeah. Definitely going to have to fold it to get to the next field. Probably all the way. Not bad. I like it. It's just a little weird when you have something that wide off the back of your tractor to control. It does take a minute to unfold, if that's alright. So, slightly longer than fertilizing, but still not bad. Definitely immediately withers the weeds, so it's easy to tell. Oh yeah, that's right, we didn't have any weeds in the grass. Haha. Definitely easy to tell where you've been and where you haven't. And I will be able to do a narrower spray on this side, because I can overhang the grass field. I'm almost as bad as a AI worker by turning. Let's do... That'll get it. Consume just a little bit less. So this was a 1,200 liter capacity. So we've used almost 40% of it. It's not bad for the consumption rate. Oop, probably want to fold it up. There must be a collision point on the road. It's definitely slowed this tractor down. Forget is do things offload to the right. There you go. So now we'll go get this. Oh yeah, as soon as I got the herbicide out of it, it took off a little faster. Alright, so we'll get this back to the store, get it returned. I just want to get this returned and see if my tractor will go back to acting normally. And return it, yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess it was just the weight of the tool. Maybe I needed that bigger tractor after all. Uh-oh. We still got it done. We'll have to set sights on getting maybe a 250 to 300 horsepower tractor. But like I said, ideally, I would like to have a tractor for everything that I own that's matched to the implement so that you have a big enough tractor, but nothing that's overkill for each task that you have. We'll get there. So we'll take this back to the farm and park it, and I think that'll be it for this episode. In the next episode, we will be in February. We may have enough chicken eggs to sell. We'll definitely have to get a front loader, maybe for the John Deere. It's slightly bigger than this one, so that we can move the eggs. Maybe we can just run over really quick and see. Nah, we'll do it next episode. Alright, so we'll get this parked. Oh, I forgot to kill the extra weeds. Not the end of the world. It's just going to aggravate me until... how did the tennis ball wind up over here? Wow. Maybe it's a traveling tennis ball. I guess not. Not in the mood. No? Alright. Well then, forget about it. Just drop it there and see where it winds up. So, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, take care.